Hi, my name is Alan Shay, and I'm here to bring you a wonderful story of Miss Corrie Harris.
And now, at 103, all I can do is to look back at what I have done.
Well, and as I said, the beauty of it is that, unless programs such as this come into the community and share with those of you who are watching the show, a lot of people wouldn't know such treasure exists. It's not like we see a person such as yourself on the 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock news or 20 minutes or 60 minutes getting an interview that really digs into the history and the passion and the sense of purpose for their community and their family as we've been able to do this evening.
Yeah.
So I would like to first and foremost thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for this interview. I hope, again, that the viewers that we share the story with really understand that we have incredible resources here in Pasadena. We have an incredible city, and the more I can get out and find great stories that are coming out of Northwest Pasadena, I love sharing it with the rest of Pasadena so we can move an incredible city forward with an incredible future.
Another thing, too, in my life that I like that, I served about 20 years as inspector for the county of Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
Voting. So I think I tried my best to do my best until I got so I can't do my best. So all I can do now is think about what I have done.
Well,
I was coming out the post office the other day, and this man was coming out, and the door was hard to open. And he opened the door for me. I said, "Oh, thank you," because that door is so hard to open. At 100, I was 100 at that time. I said, 100 years old. He said, 100 years old? He said, "Let me hug you." And he was a white man, well dressed. And when he got through, he gave me his card. He said, "If you ever need me, let me know." And I looked at his card. He was a lawyer.
Oh, really? Well, we certainly hope that
He
that
said,
lawyer is watching us now so
He
that
said,
he
I never seen nobody 100 years old. Let me hug you. And then he gave me one of his cards. And he said, "Now, if you ever need me, call me."
Right. Wow. Well, you're really a real treasure and a rare example for us to live up to. And like I said, with the viewers, when I met you on Saturday, because I'm a history buff, and you and I just kind of hung out at the repast. We were actually at a repast. I was just in shock. I didn't even want to leave her, to be honest. I hung with her for about.
But if you ever go to my church and you see me, honestly, I can't hardly get out of the church. Everybody running and hugging me and kissing me, and at the church, even the little bits of one, they come and put the arm. And I said, "Now, why are they all out?" I said, "I draw them all to me. They'll come and hug me, even the little bits of one, I guess they see the old folks doing it, And I don't do nothing but sit up and be nice to everybody.
Well, but and I don't think it's just being nice, but I think, again, you are a true example of the best of life. I mean, you've just shared that story with us that you've had a good life.
Yeah.
You've had an extremely long life.
Yes.
You've been blessed to have a husband, to have your own, biological kids, and to see them reach adulthood.
Yes.
And to live in a very stable, comfortable environment. And that's what we all wish and pray for. Unfortunately, we go through our challenges in life.
Yeah.
But for someone to walk the walk and to find that secret, because I think you've also given the viewers a sense of what the fountain of youth is. Most people think it's actually drinking the water from some fountain, but it's actually having faith as a Christian to walk the walk. And it sounds like that's what you've done.
Yes.
And not only has it been beneficial for you, but you've also been blessed with your children and their health. We're here in the family room of Miss Harris, and she's going to share some of the photographs that tells the story of her journey. I see a picture right in the center with a cake. It looked like a wedding cake.
My mother's 50th anniversary.
Your mother's 50th anniversary. And who was that handsome man in that tux?
That's my daddy.
That's
This is my mother.
Wow. And then to the far left, I see a picture with 4 women and 1 gentleman. Who's that?
That's my mother, my father, and my 2 sisters. That's 3 of us. That's the family.
So that's all the girls. Which one are you?
No.
Are you in there?
Yeah. That's me there.
Oh, that's you.
That's my baby sister. That's my oldest sister. This is my mother and my father.
Wow. And so we see a beautiful picture right in the center. Who is that young lady? Right there. That's you.
That's
oh,
me.
My God. Okay.
And this right here is my grandfather. Here's my grandfather.
Wow.
And all of these are his children. He had 14 children.
14. And where was your grandfather from?
This is my grandfather there.
And he was from where?
And this is my mother. I guess he's Arkansas.
Arkansas.
And this is my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
And they had 14 children, as I said. I think it's about 10 there.
Wow. So who is the picture down here with the group right there? Yes.
Oh, that's when I was in the Holy Land. We just got off the airplane in the Holy Land when I went to the Holy Land.
And so you have.
And this is when I was in the Holy Land. That's where Jesus was born, right in there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sitting there by where he was born. I went to the Holy Land twice.
So you have another picture down below with a handsome gentleman with a stripy suit and a.
Oh, that's Pastor Coop.
Oh, Pastor Coop. Okay, that's right. No.
And Connie, his wife.
Yes.
And my friend, Corinne.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple of questions I wanted to ask you. Do you recall the first car that you owned?
Yes. First car I owned was here in 1936. My husband and I bought our first car here in Pasadena. That was 1936.
36.
Mm-hmm.
And do you still drive today?
You mean Yes, I still drive.
Wow.
I still drive.
So
I'm a good driver, too.
You a good driver? Wow. Well, if you need a chauffeur, let me know, because I'd love to be your chauffeur.
Okay. Okay.
Well, this is certainly.
And right there now is the family. That's my father, my mother, my brother, my son, and my 2 sisters and me.
Wow. That's a beautiful family.
Yeah.
And so your family was primarily in Arkansas, so a lot of your sisters stayed there?
Yes, they stayed there, but they all finally came out here.
Oh, okay.
They all followed me.
And they settled here in Pasadena?
In Pasadena.
Okay.
Oh, no, Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Now here is my grandmother. This is 4 generation here. My grandmother, my son, my mother, me, and my son. That's 4 generation there.
Wow. And what was your grandmother from?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah,
Okay.
all that's from Arkansas.
Wow. Well, you have a beautiful collections of pictures over the years to show the journey of 103 years. I would have loved to have seen a baby picture.
Oh, me?
Yes.
I would love to see one too.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a baby picture of me.
Well,
Look at look. This is my husband now. We first came to California. Look at the hats we got on.
Wow. He was a very dapper guy there.
Yeah.
So now tell me, who is this beautiful woman in a white dress with a mink? Yes.
That's me. I was going to Lena Horn's, she came to town, Pasadena, and I was going to her party that night.
Wow.
With my stove. Yeah.
And when was that? Do you remember the year that was?
No, I don't. When I first came to California, it was the talk of the town.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I see to the far right, there's a picture. Is that you and your husband at another event?
Yes.
No, below that, to your.
Oh, right here.
Yes,
Oh,
that
yeah.
picture.
That's when we was going to Lena Horn's, this is the same. We was going to Lena Horn. No, that's not the same.
Yeah, that's a different
This
dress.
is different. And I think this one was going to Lena Horn party because he told me to go downtown and get me a dress. At that time, I paid $150 for a dress, and that was too much.
Wow.
In those days. That's when we was going, yeah. And that's my husband. This is Lon, the one you was talking a while ago.
Yes.
And this is his wife. And this is my baby grandson, me, and my oldest granddaughter. Everybody says she looked like me.
Wow. You have a really, really beautiful family, and
Yeah.
all your grandchildren were raised here in Pasadena, huh?
Yeah, they were all born and raised here in Pasadena.
Wow.
Yeah.
Active. Well,
One thing I can think, my husband and I used to go back every year to see my mother back in Arkansas. And one year, we decided to go back on train. And when we got near what we call the Jim Crow law, the train stopped. And he said, now all of you Negroes get up and get in the back. I never will forget that.
Wow.
And when we got to Little Rock, Arkansas, to get off the train, we had to get off the train in the back. And the other people, and at that time war was going on too, and we was fighting, and the Japanese, but they could stay because they were white.
Right.
In the front, but we black had to get in the back.
So this is World
And
War
then,
II?
and then we had to get off, and they could go in the dining room there in Little Rock and eat. We had to get our sandwiches through a window. So that's one thing that has stuck in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it's different now.
Right.
It's different. I've been back there lately, and everything is just like out here. I mean, we can do what you want to do, and eat where you want to eat, and drink out of any fountain you want to drink out of.
Wow.
So it's different back there now than it was in those days.
Well, in fact, the Civil Rights Bill of 1963
Mhm.
was the act that eliminated this Jim Crow laws and have allowed, the legislation powers that we have today that all ethnic groups are leveraging off of right now is their civil rights bills that was a result of the Civil Rights Act of 63.
Okay.
So definitely. So we want the viewers to know that not only are we here for purposes of tapping into the great resources of our community, but also to be educated and to weave in the historical, the legislative, and the educational impact of what it has on our community.
Yes.
So that the young people could understand that not only Miss Harris' story impacted her as an individual coming from Arkansas, moving here to Pasadena, but it also gave us an understanding that in some instances she was impacted by some of the immediate things that transpired here in Pasadena, and other she didn't was not impacted at all, such as the Depression. And that's great, and that's a beautiful story to hear, because we have heard in many cases that a lot of individuals that came out of Arkansas, the South, was either impacted at that time with the Depression or certainly the Jim Crow laws and some of the race challenges that was faced by those because of the Jim Crow laws that was available. Share with us who that beautiful woman is over there.
Oh, that's the president's wife.
And how did you go about getting that rare picture there?
I don't know, how did I get it? I don't know. I think maybe she sent it to me. She sent it. I don't know how I got that picture.
Well, I'm going to lift it up so we can kind of do a zero in on it.
Yeah.
And it's in a frame. It's a beautiful picture of President Obama's wife, Michelle Obama, the First Lady. And it's a unbelievable picture that I've never seen. So it appears that it was a rare collection. We're here again with Ms. Harris, and we're going through her home, sharing with all of you viewers the acknowledgement that she's received throughout the years. And we've come across a couple of interesting ones that we want to share with the viewers. One is from the White House, and it says, "Happy 100th birthday. We wish you the very best on the momentous occasion. You have witnessed great milestones in our nation's history, and your life represents an important part of the American story. As you reflect upon a century of memories, we hope that you are filled with tremendous pride and joy. Congratulations on your birthday, and may you enjoy many, many more happy years as a centurion. Sincerely, President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, signature, with the original letter from the White House, written in hand, written to Mrs. Corrie Harris. I'm sorry, Mrs. Corrie. I'm getting chill bumps when I'm getting excited here, so you got to help. And as we look through all of these wonderful acknowledgments, I'm going to hold this up so the viewers can also see how much the President of the United States acknowledged Ms. Harris. They also sent an original acknowledgement after his election in November 4th, 2008, which also reads that if there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonder if the dreams of our founder are alive in our time, who still question the power of our democracy, tonight is your answer. And I share this with you because tonight is an answer for viewers to see that you can live a long, healthy life if you abide by the rules of life as you've done. So in closing, and we're going to close out our interview because I don't want to overextend my invitation.
Yeah.
Can you just share with the viewers from your 100-year experience, what are the great opportunities that they should seize about where your life has shown you at the beginning and what you see today? So,
Well, there are a lot of things now that especially young people have the opportunity to, and they should take advantage of it, that I didn't have when I was coming up. For instance, as you know, as I've been talking, that I was raised in the South, and there was at school there was what you call the black school and the white school. And the books from the white school, if they use them a whole year, they send them to the black school to use. But now it's so different. Everybody go to the same school back there. So this is what they should take advantage, know that they don't have to go through what I went through when I was a girl.
wow. Well, I really appreciate this interview, and
I hope, at 103, there are a lot of things that you can't remember that you want to remember, but you can't remember.
well,
And then, wait now, after you're gone, I said, oh, I should have said such and such a thing. Oh, I shouldn't have said such and such a thing, you see.
well, and that's why I was trying to formulate my questions
So I'm sure
to touch into every aspect of your life.
I'm sure that when you put this together, you cut out what you're supposed to cut out and keep what you're supposed to cut out.
Well, my objective is to keep it all because you've shown us through this interview that life is not about keeping some and get rid of some.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the journey that includes all of it.
Well, I've had a beautiful life. As I think I said this at the beginning, I had a beautiful mother and father. I had a beautiful husband, and I've been a widow for 50 years. My husband died very young. He was 50 years old when he died, and we was just married about 25 or 30 years when he died. So I've been a widow now for 50 years.
Wow.
So that's it. I've had a happy life, as I said, all my life.
Well,
Yeah.
well, to all you viewers out there, I certainly hope that you enjoyed this interview with Ms. Corrie Harris. And for those of you who hopefully learned something today, the power and the quality of life that you can have at 103 is all about the faith.
Could I say this?
Sure.
You know, God is so good to me. When I got so that I'm here by myself, the Lord put in this beautiful grandson that I have Ted Harris. He been gone for 10 years, and the Lord put it in his mind to come here. And he didn't know what he's coming for, but he came to take care of me. And he spoils me to death. He is the most beautiful grandson in all the world. He is a doll. I just love him. And I know the Lord sent him here to take care of me, and it takes good care of me. Wow. He does. He is a doll, just a doll.
Wow. Well, I would certainly say to the viewers that if I had a grandmother who has certainly lived the time that you have lived and certainly have been able to retain your mental and your health and your beauty, I'd probably be around you 24/7, so you better watch out. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up this interview, and as I said before, for those of you that would like to see a foundation established for Miss Corrie Harris in hopes of building a legacy on her 103 contribution to our city, please feel free to look up my website or Google my name, Alan Shay, and you can certainly find it in under Google. And if you're so interested, let's get busy and make something happen, because this is one of our rare treasures in Northwest Pasadena who has certainly walked the walk and have taken actions to leave an incredible legacy.
So it has been a pleasure for you being here in my home and have taken all the information that you have, and I do hope that those that see it will enjoy it.
Well, thank you, and we look forward to hearing from all you viewers. As I said earlier, we can show Ms. Harris our love and our gratitude by furthering her legacy, by initiating a foundation in her name and building on it with what she shared with us, what her commitment has been. So we thank you for joining us tonight and look forward to hearing from you.
Okay.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness, I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.